Hello. This year would have been the 56th year of the St. Patrick's Festival here in Dublin, Georgia. Now, unfortunately, with the COVID-19 pandemic, we're unable to celebrate our festivals like normal, but we want to make sure that everybody remembers what the festival is to our community. And we want to have some people come on and share some memories and experiences that they've had through the years. Today, we're fortunate enough to have Mr. Wallace Miller with us, and we're going to ask him some of the things that he's gone through over the last several years with our committee. Mr. Wallace, tell us about when the festival started, because my understanding is you've been involved since day one.
Well, I have been, and first of all, Brian, I want to commend you and Lindsay Black for all this history that y'all are trying to get together and the promoting of the festival. It was in 1966 that a group of local guys got together with Ed Hilliard and some others and said we want to do something to promote Dublin and the fact that we have a connection with Ireland. And it's great that y'all want to do all this during this time of division in our country. And this is promoting unity. I often say that I wish our politicians would not use the word fight. The word is work. We're going to work for you. We're going to work for our country. We're going to work for unity and so forth.
Yes.
Yeah. But I have been involved since the very beginning. But many people have been. The Green Acres Garden Club in 1970, they wanted to do something to promote the festival. And they made these hats. They're hand painted. Someone, probably a husband of that group, cut these out of plywood. The ladies painted them. And this one hangs on our front door at home during this time of year. In fact, I took it off this morning to bring it with me.
Did you get Miss Shirley's permission before you?
I did.
Okay.
I've learned to do that on many things. But, and we were, during the early part of the 70s, John Hamrick, who was chair, and John Ross, who was co-chair of the festival, really got out and promoted and raised money to support the festival. This is one of the original shillelaghs, and I think Dr. Porter was involved in the leadership of the St. Patrick's Festival when these were made, and these were made in Dublin. The Georgia Furniture Company, which is the forerunner of Bassett Furniture, made these in Dublin. And I treasure this, and I've kept it all these years. Years later, when Georgia Furniture was not here to make these for the festival, they had these made. I very much like the original first, best of all. But anyway.
A lot of people don't know what a shillelagh is, so I'm glad you brought those in to give us an explanation for it.
And the green jackets that we had at the very beginning, the cloth was made by J.P. Stevens and Company here in Dublin. They were distributed through the Sur Shop, but they provided the material. I don't know who actually made the jackets, but they were 100% wool. Kind of warm on hot days.
Yes, sir.
But and most of us they've shrunk. This is not the original. It's shrunk. But and the original jackets had a label on the pocket. It was a white background with green lettering, said Order of Shillelagh or Order of Barneystone. And later on, though, they went to pins. And this is the pen for last year. And I brought some of the pens from previous years. And most of them have, well, I think all of them have the year on it. And those are some of the pens of previous years.
Yes, sir. I love the fact that every year the pen looks a little different.
A little bit different, and also has the year on it,
Yes, sir.
too. This one has 2020 on it.
I'm Don Carswell of Dublin Chevrolet. The new year means new savings on your favorite Chevys.
Save over $5,000 off MSRP on the Chevy Equinox.
And remember, Don sells cars well only at Dublin Chevrolet.
I'm Heath Richter, and we just want to invite everybody to come on down to the Houston Clinic and check us out at our new facility. We've been in Dublin for a while now, obviously, but have a new office here, and we'd just like you to come down and see some of the new stuff we're offering. And if you need to get checked out, we'd be glad to do that for you. We've got able to do some ultrasound-guided injections now, and physical therapy, and just a little bit better space, so hopefully we can get you in and out of here a little bit quicker.
Come by and see us today at our brand new location, the Houston Clinic, Medical Drive in Dublin.
I was president of the Order of Shillelagh in 1987, and then vice chairman of the festival in 88, 89, and then chairman in 90. And I don't know which of those years it was, but we joined with the Chateau Lawn in Brazelton. And they were bringing the Donegal male choir from Ireland here.
Okay.
And they let us use them here in Dublin 2 or 3 days.
Yes.
And they also had a lady who was a vocalist and a harpist, and her name was Fionnuala Monks, and she was awesome. She sang Irish songs and entertained at the awards banquet, and that was great. And back then, the awards banquet was sponsored by the Lions Club. The Lions Club was very strong in Dublin, and the original awards banquets were held over at the First Methodist Church in their fellowship hall. And that was just the icing on the cake for that group of male singers. And they were not professionals. Probably some of them were, but most of them were not. Were just business people who had good voices who came. And then Fionnuala Monks, she was professional, and she was awesome. In fact, I had a cassette tape of her music, and 2 or 3 years ago, I gave it to somebody that was in leadership in the festival, and I don't recall who I gave it to. But the festival has always been a very, very strong community effort, and everybody participated, whether it was the awards banquet, or the pancake supper, or the parade, or the arcs, or whatever. But everybody participated. It's always been a real fine time in Dublin. In 1990, when I was chairman of the festival, we brought back Mr. W.H. Champion and his wife, Edna. They were part of the founders of the festival. And Mrs. Champion, she taught music in the Dublin City Schools, and she formed a group of ladies, and they were called the Barney Tones, and they sang at events and everything, and it was just awesome. That was great too. And but it's been good. It's been a good experience for me. I've enjoyed every year, and I'm just glad that we keep it going, and people like you are willing to step up in positions of leadership and really promote Dublin, Lawrence County, and the festival.
Yes.
It's too bad that we weren't able to have it last year because of the pandemic, and I think it's going to be limited this year.
Yes, sir. It is going to be limited. We are really looking forward to next year. We already have several events planned. Our sponsors from last year were very generous, so we have some money left over from last year that we're going to put towards next year. So we're going to get to have maybe some bigger events than we're used to having, and we're really looking forward to it. As far as the list of chairmen of the committee, I look back, I'm totally honored to be a part of it, because I look back at the list and it truly is like a who's who of Dublin, and it's people who are really busy in their everyday life that have taken time out to put towards this event. People like yourself, and we're very grateful for it, because people like you and a lot of the people that you came through the festival with have built it up to be what it is today. So we're very honored and very grateful. Now, at some point in time with the Order of Shillelagh, it got to a point where you guys had to raise some money. And the committee, I believe there were a few of y'all that put in a little bit. Tell us about kind of how that started and how it's grown.
Well, the major fundraising arm of the festival has been the Order of Shillelagh and the Order of Barnystone. We at Farmers and Merchants Bank always made a generous contribution, and all the other banks did, and a lot of the business did, made a generous contribution to help fund the festival.
Yes. Well, Mr. Miller, we want to thank you for being here with us today. Thank you for sharing your memories and your experiences with the festival. Like I said, we're not going to be able to celebrate all together this year, but we're really looking forward to next year, and we hope to see you out there. Aaron Go Bra.
Hi, this is Cameron Curry with Kim Barham, and we're the vice chairs of the 2021 Dublin Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival. We would like to thank the Dublin Lawrence community and all of our sponsors, patrons, vendors, and civic organizations for their continued support of the Dublin Lawrence St. Patrick's Festival through the years.
It's because of your financial support each year that allows us to celebrate our great city.
Aaron Go Bra.